Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Albers. Welcome back here to our second game of our doubleheader. We are going to have Clark State taking on Cincinnati State. Cincinnati State comes in with a record of 15-6 and 4-2. I do not have the records for Clark State, but Tom, it's going to be a tough challenge with them when they only have 6 players.
Yeah, it's not good. And the women's game was I believe, a 50-some point win by Cincinnati State. And this one is probably going to be right along the same lines. Clark State coming in. The only thing we do know about Clark State is that they lost to Sinclair, a common opponent of Cincinnati State, and Cincinnati State beat Sinclair by a significant margin the other night. So it is going to be a tough challenge. And with only 6 guys, that's just I'm not sure why you even make the trip. But for Cincinnati State, we're both excited about the addition of Thomas Jackson back into the lineup. We've only seen him play 1 game, and he had 15 points. So we're real excited to have him back in the lineup. I think he adds a lot to the Cincinnati State offense that they were kind of lacking. He is the point guard and was the point guard before he left. So I think it's going to make Marquise Wilson and Giselle Garrett and Anton Hutchins that much better because they're going to be able to focus more on getting open for shots.
Yeah, it's going to be a big-time challenge for Clark State to come in here. But Cincinnati, what they can't do is they can't get too complacent and end up losing this game, which I don't think they will. But saying that, Coach wants them to play very well.
Well, it's the same situation that the women had. It's kind of one of those games that's a fill-in game. The schools, I believe, are off right now. So it's one of those games you have to get up to play. You have to come out, do your stuff, let the secondary guys come in and do their job. But just take care of business. That's all they're asking for. So Cincinnati State coming in, and right now I'm telling you, with the addition of Thomas Jackson, and he's in the starting lineup, well, I'm curious to see what kind of a difference he's going to make in the rest of the season.
I'm sure it is going to make a big difference, and he is number 11, so we haven't seen him, like you said, since the beginning of the year. So looks like Clark State's going to be all in their blue trimmed in white, and Cincinnati State in all white. And who do we got jumping center here? We got Devontae Brown, and who else we got here? We got
Young.
Number 34, Young. Getting ready to start this game. And it's going to be tipped and controlled by Cincinnati State, and here it is. Thomas Jackson going to bring the ball up the court. Looks like they're going to be in a 2-3 zone. And they're going to swing it over now to Marquise Wilson. Wilson cross court over to get it inside to Devontae Brown. Crosses it over to Marquise Wilson. He's going to fire up a 3-point shot. No good. And it's going to be controlled and rebounded by number 32, and that is Beetleshires. Is that what we're going with?
Beetleshires?
Beetleshires.
Sure.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that, unless we get a call. Somebody calls us, we'll go ahead and change it.
Yeah, Cincinnati's going to be in that man-to-man. Doing a great job on defense, and it was Polk switching it over. Is that what his name is, Tom? Is that Polk?
Who you got? Perk?
Man, his handwriting is bad. They got 3 seconds. They're going to have to hurry up and turn around. They throw up a shot.
Oh, he got it. Rockhold.
Pumping it in is going to be Rockhold's going to put it up. So it's 2-0. Clark State has the lead. Anton Hutchins now has the ball. Gets it inside to Devontae Brown. He's going to turn around, throw up a shot. No good. And it's going to be rebounded by Perk. Coming down is going to be Rockhold. Rockhold flips it back to Marshall. Excuse me, Marshall has basketball. Cincinnati man-to-man. And quickly you're going to give it up now to Thomas Jackson. Jackson's going to take it up, lay it up. There it is.
All right.
Gets on the scoreboard quickly, and there it's 2-2. So we love to see that. And it looks like Cincinnati State again putting on that pressure, and it's going to be Perk coming right down the middle. He's going to take it all the way to the basket. He gets hammered as he's going to the hole.
I believe it's going to be was it?
22, 30? That'll be on Brown, Devontae Brown.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be his first. So on the line will be number 23, Rockhold. First shot on the way. In and out, no good.
It's going to be, it's always an interesting thing to watch as Clark State gets a little tired. That's when you're going to see how are they going to handle Cincinnati State's defense without turning the ball over a bunch of times and get, that's when you lose that focus a little bit. Next thing you know, you're down 20.
So he makes another one there. It's going to make it a 3-2 ball game. And Jackson's going to swing it over now to Marquise Wilson to get it inside. Swing, get it in down low, and tried to jam it home was Hutchins. Shot was no good.
Brown with
but
the tip.
Up in by Devontae Brown. 4-3, Cincinnati up. 17:56 to go here in this half. It's going to be stolen by Jackson, I believe. Gives it into Hutchins. Hutchins got a block.
I don't know about that one.
Foul's going to be on number 32, and that'll be on Beetlesires.
Well, that didn't look like there was a whole lot of contact on that. Anton Hutchins kind of turned his back to the basket and was trying a circus shot, and kind of surprised they called that foul.
So Beetlesires, gets up the foul, and on the line will be Anton Hutchins.
We've seen a couple nice games out of Anton Hutchins. He had 38 a week ago against Columbus State here in a loss, and then came back with 17 against Vincennes, and I believe 17 against Sinclair. So he's been pretty solid the last 3 or 4 games.
And he makes both free throws. That's going to put him up now 6-3 since they put on all that pressure. And going to get it into Marshall. Marshall's going to get double teamed. He's going to bring the ball down to court. Finally crosses half court. They get it down in the corner. There's a 3-point shot on the way. No good. And it is going to be saved, but they're saying he stepped out of bounds. It'll go to Cincinnati. It's like Cody Martin set the check in.
And the 3-point shot will definitely have to be a friend of Clark State tonight if they're going to stay in this ball game.
Devontae Brown comes out of the ball game, and Martin checks in. 2-3 zone for Clark State. Swing it over, they get it down in the corner to Hutchins. Hutchins gets it inside to Martin. Martin to Hutchins. He's going to fire up a 3-point shot. No good. And Cody Martin goes over the back. Get it inside to Clark. Clark's shot is up and good. I thought he went over the back.
I did.
They didn't call it. And Cincinnati up now 8-3. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout is Clark. Our score here 8-3, 17-11 to go. And Cincinnati State, Tom, it's going to be a tough challenge for Clark State today.
I agree. You can already see them struggling to advance the ball. And if they continue to have that kind of a problem, just getting it over half court, it is going to be very ugly and very early. So Cincinnati State, they'll come 11 or 12 guys at you, and Clark State's just got no answer for it.
Yeah, so it is definitely going to be a tough challenge for Clark, and especially when this game gets deep into the game. We saw that with the girls' game, and Cincinnati just put just a licking on the girls as they won big against Dayton club team. 8-3, 17-11 to go in the first half. And they get the ball down in the corner to Marshall.
Yeah, they keep entering the ball down there in the corner, Dan. It's going to be ugly.
Perk gives it up to Marshall. And they're going to swing it around. And it's going to be a stolen by Clark. Clark's going to take it all the way down, and he's going to lay it up and in. I thought he was going to slam it, but laid it up and in. Cincinnati up now 10-3, and they said he stepped over the line. Was number 34, Young.
Goodness gracious.
Looks like we're going to have Giselle Garrett. We're going to see what that kind of lineup is with Garrett and Jackson in at the same time.
And Wilson. You got
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So either way, you can have 3 solid guards out there for Cincinnati State.
And they get it, swing it around to Jackson. Jackson's going to fire up a 3-point shot. No good. And getting the rebound high was Cody Martin, but he loses control of the basketball. And coming down with it is Perk. He outlets it to Marshall. Marshall's going to throw it all the way down court to Beetleshires. And now it's going to be Rockhold gives it up to Marshall. Beetleshires almost had it, but they're going to call a hold, I believe, on Giselle Garrett, I believe. Yep, it's going to be on him. That'll be his first.
That's one thing Clark State does not want this game to be called tight with only 6 players.
Taking the ball out of bounds will be Clark State. They are trailing here 10-3, 16-28. And to get it to Marshall. Man-to-man by Cincinnati. Swings it, get it down in the corner. Beetleshire is going to fire up a 3-point shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Thomas Jackson. He's quickly coming down the court. Look how quick he is, Tommy.
Yeah.
Coming all the way down, gets it down low into Martin. Martin puts it up and
that.
in. Wow.
The big men love that.
Brings it down quickly, and they put it up and in. You got to love that.
The big men love those little handoffs at the end of the play.
Andre Tate looking down and smiling at me, pointing at me. And so now they're going to put another trap on, losing the ball as Beetleshires are going to get it back to Marshall. Marshall has at the top of the key. Our score here, 12-3, 15 minutes to go in his first half. And Marshall gets it back up high to Beetleshires. He's going to drive in, one-handed floater off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Cody Martin. Gets it to Giselle Garrett. Garrett going to lose control of the basketball, flips it to Jackson. Jackson going to drive in, falls on the ground. He got tripped. And I believe they're going to call it on 23.
Yeah, that's one of those where they're kind of forced to make the call. But, just getting your legs tied up is all it was.
That's going to be on Rockhold. That'll be his first. And they get it to Martin. Swings it around to Jackson. Marquise Wilson, I thought they were going to do that little alley-oop thing, Tom, that they've been doing. Haven't been successful on.
No, not at all.
And they get it into Baker. Shot was no good.
That's
Cody
another
Martin went over the
back.
back, and they didn't call it.
Man, he's gotten away with a couple of them right now.
So coming up the court now is going to be Marshall for Clark State.
The other thing with Thomas Jackson is stamina. We talked about it with Janika Woods in the first game.
And they get it down in the corner to Marshall now. Good defense by Garrett. Throws up a running floater. Hits off the side of the backboard. No good. Cody Martin with the rebound,
again.
and he's going to be held. And it'll be a foul. It's going to be on 34. That'll be on Young. That'll be his first. So they got 3 guys with 3 fouls, or 1 apiece, excuse me. And that won't bode well for them. They can't really pick up those silly fouls, especially like that.
Yeah, and the thing is that was a forced shot right there by Marshall. You have to do a better job of running your offense. When you only have a certain number of players, you're only going to get a certain number of chances to begin with, and you can't be firing up 4 shots like that.
So Marquise Wilson has it on the wing. Swings it over now to Garrett. Back over to Marquise Wilson. Wilson to Garrett. Got 19 on the shot clock. They kick it out to Wilson. Fakes a 3 in between the circles. Throws up a shot. No good. Rebound hard.
Nick
and Robertson went up the shot, but it was no good. Martin runs down the rebound now. Going to take it all the way in. Up, under, turns around. Throws up a shot. No good. Thought Baker had it. He might have got pushed off. But Marshall now coming out quickly for Clark State. Marshall comes right down the middle. He's going to take it all the way with his left. They got rejected by 3 guys.
Yeah.
But they're going to call a foul.
I think it's going to be on Robertson.
And we'll wait and see who they called on. I'm going to say it's on Robertson.
Yeah, you had 3 guys going for the block, and nobody wanted to step in and take a charge.
So on the line will be number 44, Marshall. And Marshall's a little woozy there after going to the basket.
Took a beating on that one.
Free throw on the way. No good.
Man. It's already 2 misses at the free throw line for Clark State. And, you don't want to see that.
Marshall ready for his second free throw. Free throw on the way. Good. Puts it in. That's going to make it 12-4. Cincinnati up with 14-16 to go. There's Garrett again with his high dribble again, Tommy. Marquise Wilson has it, swings it around to Garrett. Garrett's going to fire up a 3-point shot.
Oh, yeah.
Giselle Garrett, I think now he doesn't have to worry about bringing the ball up the court so much, and that's going to free him up to shoot the ball. And that press.
Oh.
And Martin was trying to go for
3 fouls.
Foul. And he's fouling him again. Garrett's going to come up with a steal, though. Going to give it up now to Martin. Martin's going to take it all the way in. And, he tried to slam it home.
Oh, no, come on.
He called a foul.
That was a foul. Beetleshires is standing there like he's shocked that they called a foul. You could hear skin contact from here.
So I believe they call that on Rockhold?
I'm sorry, Rockhold. Yeah, you're right.
Are they saying 1 shot or 2? Did a basket go in?
It's got to be 2 shots.
The basket didn't go in, did it?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't even think it made it up to the rim.
It had to have. It had to have. Was it and 1? I didn't even see it go in. I don't know. That's what I said.
Goodness.
I guess it did go in. I didn't see it go in, so
we'll take it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that basket was good, and the 3-point attempt on the free throw was good. We didn't even see that.
Cody Martin's having a huge game right now. He's got 5 points already, 4 rebounds.
That is big.
2 steals. So he's doing really well, and he's coming off a game on Wednesday night where he was 9 of 10 from the field. So he had a huge night the other night.
Cincinnati gets the ball on a turnout. Giselle Garrett has the ball. It's going to get it into Baker on the inbound. It's going to take it all the way to the basket, lose control of the basket, gets its own rebound, and he's going to tip it out to himself. Gives it over to Garrett. Garrett drives in, throws an alley-oop to Martin. Martin's going to put it up and in. He's doing a good job. So Cincinnati again.
Nice steal by Jackson.
Steal by Jackson. He's going to take it all the way, crosses over, takes it all the way up under. Nice job. Gotta love that. Clark State's going to call a timeout. Cincinnati up big here, 22-4.
Well, we already can see the difference that Thomas Jackson's going to make in this team. He's got 4 early points, 2 steals, and an assist. So you can definitely say that this is going to change the way that Coach goes about his offensive game, I think, because now you have Wilson and Garrett, like you said, freed up a little bit on the outside, along with Hutchins, who's been hitting his threes. It's going to be interesting because and plus the team speed factor just went up with him in the lineup. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it definitely will. Cincinnati, as we set up big here, 22-4, and Thomas Jackson just gives him a different dimension, Tommy, and we were excited to see him play, and it really frees up a lot of other things because at some point you would have Clark bring the ball up the court, you'd have Hutchins bring the ball. I mean, some guys were different to bring it up. Now you can really have Giselle, Garrett, and Jackson bring the ball up the court, but Jackson just gives him that dimension of driving to the basket and shooting.
Yeah, because we've seen it's kind of been lacking. Hutchins has been the one that is able to create his own shot by driving to the basket. And there hasn't really been anything from three-point land, so there's nobody to kick it out to. There hasn't been because they've been too busy doing other things. Well, now you've got another guy that can drive the lane and create his own shot in Jackson, and I think it makes him that much more dangerous, and they're going to need it because they got Edison at home on Wednesday, and then they go to Lakeland and to Columbus State, who are the top 2 in the league.
And they're definitely going to need that. So since they, again, put on that pressure, we're getting right through it, it's going to be Rockhold. Rockhold gives it up to Beetleshires. Marshall now has it. Back to Beetleshires. Beetleshires kicks it back. Marshall has it. 22 on the shot clock. 13:05 to go. Cincinnati up here 22-4. Marshall gets it down low. Beetleshires, that's an up and down jump ball. Possession's going to stay here with Clark State. Yeah, he had nowhere to go on that one, Tommy.
No, he turned around and he was in Devontae Brown's chest and realized that it wasn't going to work out.
They'll be taking the ball out of bounds. And having trouble getting it in, and they get it into number 11. Throws up a shot up and good. It's a great job by Purr cutting right to the basket. He puts it up and in. 22-6, 12:51. And I get it now to Thomas Jackson. Jackson over to Garrett. Oh, not a very good pass to Robertson. He's going to drive in, kicks it down low to Devontae Brown. Good job on a high-low from Robinson and Devontae Brown. And Cincinnati up big time here at 24-6, 12:31 to go in this first half. Giselle Garrett almost stole it from Marshall. Marshall's going to get past. Takes it all the way and kicks it down in the corner. Beetleshires with a three-point shot, no good. And running it down is going to be Marshall. Marshall to Rockhold. Rockhold fires up a three-point shot, no good. Thomas Jackson running it down for the rebound. Jackson quickly is going to give it up to Garrett, but not a good pass, and throws it out. But just I love how quickly he can get the ball and go, Tom.
Yeah, there's no hesitation. He got that rebound, and he turned up court, and he went. And, unfortunately they turned it over, but you're going to see a lot of minutes out of him today, I think, to kind of build his stamina up and get him ready for that stretch run.
Absolutely. So we see Baker going out, Marquise Wilson checking back in, also Will Clark checking in for the first time tonight. We saw him struggle a little bit the last game we did, Tommy. He had, I think we said 4 or 5 consecutive turnovers, and you could see the frustration on his face. So this might be a confidence builder for him. 16 on the shot clock. Cincinnati stayed up here 24-6, 11:44. And they try to get the ball inside. It was stolen by Clark. He's going to give it up now to Jackson. Jackson's going to run all the way in. And he got the ball knocked out of his hand by number 44, Marshall. And that'll be his first foul.
Marshall's sucking wind already with only one sub over there. There's not a whole lot of leeway on the side of Clark State right now.
Not a lot will be Thomas Jackson. Free throw, good. Clark coming in and Nick Robinson checking out.
And that's another guy who picked it up at the end of the game against Sinclair, but he had 2 straight games where he was in serious foul trouble early on and kind of was never a part of the game. So they need him to step up, too, as a sophomore.
Absolutely. So there's Clark with the steal. Just as you say, Marquise Wilson has it. Driving into the basket. He's going to kick it back out now. Clark going to drive all the way in. He's going to lay a finger roll right down the middle.
I'm telling you.
Puts it up and in. It's 27-6 now.
Well, and he's now got 6 points, 3 of 3 from the field. So maybe this addition has helped Charles Clark also.
Another turnover. Thomas Jackson now has it on the left. He crosses over. Nice crossover. He's going to bring it back in.
Nice
pass into Clark. And
Look
Clark's
at that.
Go up
There's
and under.
The big
How about
man.
that?
There's the big man.
So Clark goes up and under, and Cincinnati up here 29-6. Tom, this might be a little bit worse than the women's.
Yeah,
they scored, 13 in the first half? So 10:50 to go in this first half. 29-6, Cincinnati stayed up. 2-3 zone for Cincinnati. Swing it over to Beetleshires. Beetleshires throws it over to Marshall. Marshall in between the circles, throws up a shot off the front of the rim. No good. Devontae Brown had it, and it's going to go to Cincinnati. And it looks like Anton Hutchins is going to check in, and Jackson's going to sit down for a while.
Clark State right now 2 of 10 from the field, 0 for 4 from three-point land, and they're going to need those three-pointers desperately.
And swinging around now, Marquise Wilson. Wilson get it into Anton Hutchins at the free throw line, turns around, throws up a shot, no good. Tipped up by Devontae Brown, no good. Hutchins gets it, brings it back out now. Pass inside to Clark. Clark's going to power his way up. Shot no good over the back. And it's got to be on 22, and that's going to be on Devontae Brown. That'll be number 2 on him. Will Clark's got to make that basket when he's down low.
You got to be able to put those down. That's going to be a key factor when you're playing against teams like Lakeland and Columbus State. You cannot afford to not make that basket.
And they finally do break it, and getting it up, and he's going to lay it up and in is number 34, Young. That's the first time they've really broken the press. Clark swings it over now to Hutchins. Hutchins in between the circles, fires up a shot. Good.
It's too easy. There's nobody within 6 feet of him.
Anton Hutchins. Maybe this is something they needed, Tom, because they were playing kind of lackadaisical, not playing the style of play that they want, and now they're back to it again.
Will Clark forces us. Nope, they got it back.
Marshall has it. Marshall coming down. It goes right past Will Clark. Throws up a one-handed shot. Was an air ball. No good. He's going to get it back and fake a shot in between the circles. Throws up another shot. No good. It's going to be a push-off, I believe, on 34. Wow. I thought it was the other way around. They're going to call it on Marquise Wilson. And Baker and Martin checking back in.
Well, it's a good lineup right now.
Yes, it is.
Cody Martin, the way he's playing, and Charles Clark coming out tonight, really turning the tables on the last couple games for himself.
Beetleshire's shot was no good from 3, rebounded by Baker. Marquise Wilson's going to come right down the middle, pull up at the elbow, throws up a shot.
Those are too easy.
Wow, and they're going to call a timeout, Tom. They don't like what they see.
Way too easy. That's 2 jump shots right there by Hutchins and Wilson back-to-back, and there's nobody contending to defend either one of those shots. So things are not looking good for Clark State right now.
Yeah, Cincinnati up here 33-8. And
yeah, the women's was I don't remember what the score was at halftime, but hold on, this is Sinclair. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, it was I think they only had 13 in that first half, if I remember right.
Yeah, you're right. It was 49 to 13.
Yeah. And then it took them forever to get to 20, I remember. It was like
I mean, this is one of those. Well, I think it's good just because you've got a new player coming in. And I think it's good that you play a game before you get back in your league. So, but winning by 50 or 60 at this point in the year is kind of,
Right. You want to have those. How
do you keep their intensity level up in a game like this when you can pretty much do whatever you want?
Yep, I agree.
And Beetleshires, who obviously seems to be the go-to guy from three-point land, He is 0 for 6 overall, 0 for 4 from three-point land. So he's going to have to start hitting some of those shots, or they're going to have to pick somebody else to do it.
Cincinnati up here 33-8, 9:05 to go here in this first half. Marshall going off the right. Cincinnati still trying to trap as they get across half court. And tipped away from Young, but Marshall's going to get it back. They got 20 on the shot clock, and ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Cincinnati. Clark State taking the ball out of bounds. Beetleshire's taking it out. And get it to Marshall. It's like Cincinnati is in a, what are they in there, Tommy? 2-3 zone, but a trap at half court. Or is that
1-3-1?
It looks like 1-3-1. Marshall has. They've been playing that a lot more lately. I wonder if that's something that they like or if they feel like they're athletic.
And he's been rotating. He had Marquise Wilson down low the other night for a long period of time.
And Anton
he made it.
Wow.
He made it.
Got that ball, and he was up in the air, and there's going to be a foul.
Oh,
Foul's
goodness.
going to be on. There is no 32.
32. Yeah, it's on Beetleshire. So Hutchins with the bucket, acrobatic shot, and he'll go to the line to complete the three-point play. He's got 6 points.
Free throw on the way. Good. Going to complete the three-point play, and Cincinnati up big here, 36-8. You know, Tommy, this is one of those things that we talked about too. Is maybe you get a Will Clark to play significant minutes just to get him that that playing experience or whatever you want to call it. You know, I mean, it wouldn't hurt, really, would it?
No, I don't think it would hurt, but I think this at this point in the year,
it doesn't
you are what you are.
That's a good point too. But since they ain't at 1-3-1, this is kind of causing some problems for them. They got 12 on a shot clock.
Nice.
They didn't throw a very good pass, and Baker's there to deflect it. Gives it to Marquise Wilson. Wilson coming down the other way. Swing it over to Hutchins.
Somebody flash.
Marquise Wilson swings it over to Clark.
Nice.
Gets it inside to Martin. Martin's going to square up, turn up to the basket. Oh, shot no good. Tipped in by Baker.
All right. Good move by Martin, though. Real nice position, real nice move, and he's been playing well, Dan. He's getting hops back in his legs.
Yep.
He's up there for every rebound.
And to get it down in the corner, to get it inside to Young. Young gets double team, gets it to Beetleshire. He fires up a shot good.
He gets on the board finally.
Get it inside
Nice
now
position.
to Baker. Baker's going to power his way up and in.
Stop that, Dan. There's no way they can stop that.
And Cincinnati State's going to call a timeout. Looks like Thomas Jackson was set to come in. Cincinnati is up here 40-10, Tom.
The only negative I can see right now, Dan, is that they're 1 for 4 from three-point land, Cincinnati State. What's up with that? 1 for 4.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
yeah, that's it. Everything else is a positive. They're playing very well. They're playing with a nice intensity. They're not standing around on offense. I think they're doing a really good job, and he's doing a good job of moving the players in and out and not letting them get tired and get lazy. So it's this one is not going to end well, I can tell you that right now.
Not at all. I think we're going to get the 100 mark barrier.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but you know what? It's a good thing. We saw this a couple years ago. I think when they made that run where we weren't real sure how they were going to respond on what they did, and it got everybody healthy, everybody back, and things just started to flow late in the season. And maybe that's what we got. Martin looks like he's got his legs back, like you said. It's like someone messed up on defense there. Gets double team. Good job by Beetleshire to even get that off, but it's going to be rebounded by Baker. And quickly coming down is Thomas Jackson, and he lost control of the basketball. He's going to double dribble. I don't know if he double dribbled. I think he just well,
he saw the play that he wanted to make, and unfortunately took his eye off the ball and ended up double dribbling. But you're gonna have a couple of those with a guy that hasn't played in a long time.
Absolutely. Cincinnati again today are in at 1-3-1, Tom. Get it down in the corner to Beetleshires. Beetleshires gets it up. They got 19 on shot. One thing it's doing to them is Thomas forcing it. Thomas Jackson with the steal. He's going to take it all the way down, lay it up and in.
My goodness. Well, that's now 7 points for Jackson. 3 steals, 2 assists.
You know, that was one of the things we heard, too, about Coach Tate was he kept talking about Thomas Jackson and how excited he was going to have him back, and he's got him back, and I'm sure he's going to be pumped up.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. And now you just start kind of reworking a couple little things that haven't worked for you early in the season against the other, like Lakeland and Columbus State, and you get ready for them the next time around.
Foul's going to be on Martin. That'll be his first. You know, it's funny. You can listen to Coach Sam Iona down there screaming and yelling, and he as an assistant coach, really gets into it for the kids too as well. Since they puts on a trap, and Thomas Jackson almost there for a steal. Could this be the lineup that you're going to see Thomas starting maybe? I mean, you know, with the exception of Martin.
I think you will, and then you have Garrett and Charles Clark, probably the first two, coming off the bench.
And you got Robertson gets set to check in for Cincinnati. Marshall going down to left. He gets trapped, tries to throw it, and the ball's on the ground, and Beetleshires is there, but he loses control of it. Stolen by Martin. He's going to give it up now to Anton Hutchins going to the basket. Left-handed shot is no good.
He's got to make that shot.
It's going to be over on Baker over the back.
Yeah, that's one that Anton's got to make right there.
It's like Giselle Garrett and Nick Robinson checking in.
So that's 12 turnovers for Clark State. 14, just over 14 into the game. So they are on a very ugly pace right now.
Marshall on the line. Free throw is good.
Nice little bounce there.
Marshall ready for a second free throw. Free throw on the way is good. He hits both of them. 42 to 20, or 42-22, 42 to 12. Since they stayed up on Clark State.
Oh, they got Baker back.
And Garrett is going to swing it over to Jackson. Gets it down in the corner. And that is Wilson driving baseline. Nice. He's going to put it up and in. That also, if you think about it, frees up Marquise Wilson too.
No doubt about it. And right there, the defender was late getting out there. It made it very easy for him to go baseline and get a nice little 7-foot jump shot.
But the key to that too was Jackson threw a good pass. It wasn't a lazy pass. And the ball's going to get down in the corner. They saved it. Another turnover. Going to give it up now to Marquise Wilson. Wilson's going to pull up. Lost control of it. Pulls up. Throws up a shot. Good. Marquise having a nice game, too. And we're under 5 minutes to go. Cincinnati up here 46 to 12. Coming down is going to be Marshall. Marshall has it. Over to Rockhold. Rockhold's going to drive baseline. It's going to drive in. Should have been a foul. No good. And it's going to be rebounded by Robinson. And coming down quickly is Jackson. Jackson comes right down the middle. Kicks it in the corner to Marquise Wilson. Wilson gets it inside.
Good night.
Baker. Baker's going to put it up.
It.
No good. And Robinson with the rebound. He's going to turn around, powers way up, throws up a shot. No good off the back of the rim. And it's going to be saved.
Nice save by Rockhold. Nice save.
And coming down the other way is going to be Young for.
Once again, you hate seeing Baker miss that shot. That's him and Hutchins back to back. Bunnies.
And having trouble getting it in and not doing a very good job. Taking all the way in is going to be Young.
Whoops.
And try to throw a pass, and it could have been a charge.
Turnover, you're right. Turnover, and very easily could have been a charge.
And Devontae Brown's going to check back into the ball game.
So I'll tell you right now, Cody Martin and Baker, both of them out of the game right now, but they are getting excellent position down on the block to where they just have real nice, easy turnaround shots. And unfortunately, they've missed a few of them.
Thomas Jackson brings the ball up, swings it to Marquise, down to Giselle Garrett. Get it to Devontae Brown. Shot is no good. He follows it up. His shot is no good, and rebounded by Marshall for Clark. Marshall coming down the other way in between two defenders. He's going to get it up now to Rockhold. Over to Beetleshires. His shot is no good, and it should be a
34 over the back, I believe.
Who was that on, Tommy?
I believe it was on Young. So that's three guys with 2 fouls. Good job by Nick Robertson right there. Real nice box out. Made it impossible for Young to get around him.
Checking back into the ball game will be number 32, Will Clark.
And Beetleshy is right now struggling. He's 1 of 9 from the field. Robinson,
free throws off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Rockhold. We're at 3:34 to go here in this first half. Cincinnati State up big here, 46-12.
He walked.
And they're going to give it up now to Beetleshire. He's going to drive, dishes it down low to Young.
Nice
He's going to put it up and in. And that pass was by Perk. Thomas Jackson now has the basketball. Jackson, cross court to Marquise Wilson. Wilson gets it into Will Clark.
Middle.
Clark to Jackson. Jackson has it. Gets it into Will Clark. Will Clark's going to power his way down.
Nice.
Left-handed up and in.
There you go.
Good pass in by Thomas Jackson. Cincinnati up huge here, 48-14. And it's going to be stolen by Jackson. Going to give it up to Marquise Wilson. He's going to lay it up and in.
Goodness.
Jackson can throw. He could pass, but
yeah, he can.
He sees the court very well.
That's
Stolen
5
again.
assists. Another.
But then he turns it over to Rockhold. Rockhold coming down the other way. Takes it all the way, gets it down low to Beetleshire. Beetleshire is going to throw it up and in over Will Clark. 50-16, 2:32 to go in this first half. Tom, all Cincinnati. Giselle Garrett's going to fire up a three-point shot. Good.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I'll tell you what. We've talked about it how many times. These guys look more comfortable. They're not rushed.
Yep.
And even though this isn't a team that they're going to play in league, but they're getting nice, smooth shots going, and they're making them. So
2-3 zone by Cincinnati, and maybe this is what they needed, Tommy.
Yeah, it's tough to argue right now.
And, he made it. Wow,
shot.
Marshall makes it. Foul's going to be on Thomas Jackson. That'll be, I believe, his first.
First foul. Nice shot by Marshall. That's his first bucket of the game. He had 3 from the free throw line.
You know, if you sit there and think about it, what Coach does is, he's started Bazemore the last 2 or 3 games, and Bazemore hasn't even gotten a game yet. He really, I think it's on how you practice.
Yep.
And what
guaranteed.
you do.
Yep.
And it wasn't any good, but Marshall
Look at that.
falls his free
He's
throw,
not going to
puts it
like
up and
that.
in.
Somebody missed an assignment on that one.
Absolutely. 53-20, 1:47 to go. Thomas Jackson looking inside for Clark. Nothing there. Marquise Wilson has it, gets it into Nick Robinson. Robinson crosses it over. Thomas Jackson between his legs, shaking and baking. Nothing going on. Kicks it to Garrett. Garrett to Marquise Wilson. Wilson's going to fire up a three-point shot. No good.
Same team.
Will Clark's going to have it. He's going to power his way down. He lost control of it. It might have been knocked out. It's going to stay with Cincinnati. So we're going to have Charles Clark checking back into the ball game. Marquise going to come out. Also checking in will be Cody Martin.
So Charles Clark will throw it in for Cincinnati State, up 33.
Swing it over to Jackson. Going to alley-oop it to Martin. He's going to slam it home.
Worked.
It finally got it in there. It's Giselle Garrett. Throws an alley-oop to Cody Martin. He slams it home, 55-20. Yeah, we've seen it for, 4 weeks now? We couldn't get it in. And they're double-teaming Marshall, and it's going to knock out of his hand by Garrett. And Young's going to he's going to drive all the way in over Will Clark. He's going to put it up and in. We're under a minute to go. Cincinnati up 55-22. Giselle Garrett crosses over, drives in. Down low
Will Clark wasn't looking for it. If he's moving to the basket, that's an easy dunk for Will Clark, and he was not looking for the ball.
Giselle Garrett's going to come out, and Marquise going to check back into the ball game.
And see, the problem with that is the guards see that. If you're not looking for it the next time, he's taking a shot.
Absolutely. Coming down the other way now is going to be Marshall. We're at 41 seconds to go here in this first half. Cincinnati at 1-3-1. Marshall going to get it into number 23, Rockhold. He's going to put it up and in. So they've kind of got some offense here late in this game, but I think it's going to be look at Jackson coming right down. Puts it up and in. Unbelievable.
Are you serious?
And Andre Tate looking down at me smiling again. Unbelievable. 57-24.
Oh, my goodness.
We got 11 seconds to go. They get double team. And it's going to be knocked. Beetleshire's walk with the basketball. No call. They got 5. Get it down in the corner. Get it inside to Young. Up, under, puts it up and in. And that'll be the end of the first half. So we're going to be joined by Coach Tate here in a few minutes and get his thoughts on this. And Coach Tate joining us. All I got to say is holy crud, man. Jackson is unbelievable, man. He's so darn quick.
He got a great understanding of the game. I told you his basketball IQ is off the charts. So from the standpoint of getting somebody in the second half of the season, we're very pleased.
That is unbelievable. Then you also had, it looks like Martin's getting his legs back. It looks like he's starting to do. Not that he wasn't playing well, but it seems like the confidence level is getting back with him again.
He's a sophomore now. I keep telling you, he's a freshman and sophomore now. You got 20 games under your belt. Got to start playing like it. Guys are starting to step their game up a little bit.
What about you guys playing in that? You guys are playing a lot in the 1-3-1 zone. What is that because of what you got? And you knew Jackson was coming back, or
well, not only that. That's one of our main defenses we've been using for several years. We're gonna get back to it because when you go to places like Columbus State, they have problems with the 1-3-1 up there in their gym. So we're trying to get ready for them and also get ready for the postseason.
You got that coming up. Lakeland, Columbus State, all that's coming back up again. It looks like you guys are playing really well.
Well, from the way we played it, been going this season, our best games have been on the road. So we're a great road team. We take on any challenges on the road.
All right, Coach. Thanks for talking. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you.
All right. Coach joining us there, getting his thoughts. Tom is pretty impressive.
It is impressive, and we've probably talked about it too much, but wow. He's everything that I thought he was in the game that we did see him. And more. He's faster than I remember, and what he's bringing to this team right now is very dangerous. And Lakeland and Columbus State got a little more to worry about now in about a week and a half.
Absolutely. So our score at halftime, 57-26. Back with second half action right after this. Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Albers. Welcome back here to Cincinnati State. We have I guess if you want to call it very ugly, it is very ugly. Cincinnati State up big. 57-26. And Tom, anything sticking out for you there besides turnovers?
Thomas Jackson, 9 points. That's what sticks out. Him and Cody Martin leading away with 9. Marquise Wilson with 8. Hutchins with 7. Garrett and Brown with 6. Or Garrett, and Charles Clark with 6 each. But you've got points off turnovers. Cincinnati State 22-4. Second chance points. Cincinnati 12-2. Points off the bench. 23-0 for Cincinnati. So, completely overmatched. Only with 6 players, there's no chance for Clark State. They shot 11 of 25, 0 for 4 from the three-point line, and I just don't see any possible way that they can even make this interesting at all.
And the one thing that you don't want to see in a game like this is injuries. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, and hopefully that won't be the case. But then again, you try to get some of these guys that maybe not have had so much playing time and get them in the game and just try to work with them, get their confidence up a little bit, and that's only going to benefit them when they get into turn and play. And you heard what Coach said. We're getting them ready for Lakeland and Columbus,
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I think a lot of that with the injury thing is when you see guys start trying to do things that they either don't normally do or they shouldn't be doing in a game that's got this big of a point spread. You just have to keep running your offense, doing the things that you always do, play hard, and let the next guy come in and take your spot. And then it's hard to do when you're up by 35. It's just human nature. You kind of, no big deal, this and that, and that's what gets you in trouble.
That's right. So it looks like Cincinnati is going to have the same starters, and obviously Clark State's going to have the same ones as well.
Yeah, for Clark State, you just got to hope for the best, run your offense, and just at least try and make it reasonable in the second half. You forget about the first half score.
Cincinnati trying to get the ball inside to Anton Hutchins. He gets double-teamed. He needs to get rid of the basketball. He's going to just turn around and throw up a shot. That wasn't a very good job by him.
Not at all. That was not a good possession right there. Charles Clark goes over the back on the rebound.
And you can see Coach Tate looking at Anton Hutchins saying, why you do that? Why did you do that?
You just can't hold the ball that long. Just kick it back out, reset, and go from there.
Again, Thomas Jackson playing his first game, or actually second game this year. Marshall dribbles behind his back. He's going to try to get it down low, but it's going to be stolen by Clark. He tried to throw it, but it's going to be by Marshall. He's going to pick it up at the elbow, throws up a shot, no good. And putting it up and in is going to be Rockhold. 57. We saw this before. Didn't they score the first basket in the first half? So
Rockhold now with 7 points. Young led the way with 8 at halftime.
And Anton Hutchins has it, gets it inside to Devontae Brown, gets double teamed. Hutchins
wide open over here.
Over to Marquise Wilson to Jackson. Jackson try to throw it inside and saving it, and Jackson's going to get it back. Marquise Wilson fakes a 3 in between the circles, throws up a shot, good. Marquise Wilson hits it, and Cincinnati up big here, 59-28.
For Marquise, that's 5 of 6 from inside the three-point line. So he has found his little niche here. He's getting a lot more leeway with the defenders because of the other guards.
Rockhold's going to kick it down in the corner. 3-point attempt on the way is no good, and it's going to be controlled by Devontae Brown. And he's going to give it up to Hutchins. Hutchins got to try to save it to Marquise Wilson. He does. Jackson now has it. He's going to fake a deep 3. And it's going to give it to Clark. Clark's going to drive in, pull up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Young for Clark State. Tom, looks like they're playing a little bit harder, you know.
Yeah, I think they just have to get some buckets to go down. They haven't had any success from three-point land.
And there's a 3-point shot by Beetleshires. Is no good. Rebounded by Thomas Jackson. Jackson quickly coming out. Look how quick he is going to the basket. And that's going to be a charge. Should be a charge.
Well, I don't know. He's looking at the other guy. What's he looking at him for? He's the one that blew the whistle. What's he?
Should be a charge.
Oh.
Yeah, they are definitely calling a charge, and that's going to be on Thomas Jackson. That'll be his second foul.
I don't understand, though. If he's going to make the charge call, what is he worried about what this official's doing back here? I don't understand that. But Beetleshy is now 0 for 5 from three-point land, 0 for 7 as a team. So the long-range shot is definitely not in the arsenal for Clark State.
Swinging around now, Marshall to Rockhold. Rockhold has it. Swings down the corner. Cincinnati again, and it's going to be in that 1-3-1. And driving in is going to be Young. Off bounce, throws it off the glass, up. And there's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on Marquise Wilson. That'll be his second.
Yeah, and that's one thing Cincinnati State can do is just even if it's just to see that they can do it, is pound it inside and see if they can foul out 2 guys, you know, just to make it interesting.
Right. Cody Martin checking in now. Anton Hutchins checking out. Young on the line. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebounded by Brown.
Not good.
Marquise Wilson quickly coming down the other way. Wilson swings it over to Thomas Jackson, gets it down in the corner to Clark. Back to Jackson. They swing it over to Marquise Wilson. He gets it to Martin at the free throw line. Now to Jackson. He's going to fire up a 3-point shot. Good. Thomas Jackson hits it from the wing. And that's what you like to see, but it was good ball movement as well.
Yeah, I love it when a guy gets it in the top of the key there and gets rid of it right away to the opposite side. It puts so much pressure on the defense.
Absolutely. Getting out of Rockhold at the free throw line. A shot, it's going to fall in. So Rockhold makes a basket. It's 62-30, 16:50 to go. Marquise Wilson quickly comes down, pulls up for a shot, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Marshall for Clark State. And Rockhold's going to come right down the middle.
Nice pass. He got a charge.
Oh, wow. And
good job. Charles Clark stepping in right there. Real good job by him.
Foul's going to be on number 23. That'll be number 3 on Rockhold.
Good job by Charles Clark, who's been in foul trouble of his own the last couple games. And it's good to see him still stepping in there trying to be aggressive.
Thomas Jackson. Let's see what kind of conditioning. See what kind of he's going to have conditioning-wise. Baker throws up a shot. He's going to get fouled as he's going in. Is that on 23?
That's on 34, I believe, wasn't it?
That'll be on Young then.
Let's see if they switch it. I'm pretty sure, yeah
34. That'll be his third.
Kareem Baker with a nice put in, and I believe that was Thomas Jackson again with the assist. And I have him for 6.
Checking in for the first time will be Mundy for Clark State. Free throws off the front of the rim, no good, and Marquise Wilson's going to get the rebound. Get it into Baker. Baker Going to turn around, throw the shot, up and easy.
Yeah, a little bit too easy, Dan.
And it looks like they don't have a choice but to bring Rockhold back into the ballgame. He's getting ready to go back in. But you only have 6 guys. Let's go do another steal. Get it into Jackson. Jackson's going to get fouled as he's going in, and that's going to be...
Was that Wilson?
That's going to be on number 44. That'll be on Marshall. That'll be his second.
Marquise Wilson with a nice dump down to Thomas Jackson, who now is, 6 of 7 from the field. Not bad.
No, I can take that. I think we got on the line is going to be number 11, Jackson. Jackson puts it in. Completes a 3-point play.
He's got 15 points.
And double team and get into Marshall. Marshall is going to give it up now to Young. Young's going to make it across the timeline. He's going to bring it back out now to Marshall. Marshall moves back out. Cincinnati up here 69-30 with 15:44 to go in this ball game. Get it inside, and it gets it blocked by Baker. And that was Beetleshire trying to shoot it, but Baker's the one that's going to get the rejection. Get it to Marquise Wilson into Baker. Baker's going to power up, under, shot, and there's going to be another foul.
34, I believe. I think that's going to be on Young. Yep. It's going to be 4 on Young. Not a whole lot you can do with Kareem Baker inside right now. He's definitely got the size body that Clark State has absolutely no answer for.
So Baker, free throw's no good. Checking back into the ballgame will be number 11, Perk.
But Kareem can have one game where he drains all 8 free throws, and the next game he can't hit one no matter what he does. And you've got Young staying in the game with 4 fouls.
And Baker is going to put it up and in. 70-30, 15-29. What do they do? They don't know what they're doing. Wow. They thought they were pressing, I guess, and they weren't. So Marshall now brings the ball up the court for Clark State. He's going to drive all the way to his right in between the circles. Back up high to Beetleshires. Back to Marshall. He's going to fire up a 3-point shot. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Baker. Going to outlet it to Marquise Wilson. Wilson runs it down. He's going to give it up to Cody Martin. He's going to slam it home.
Nice. Nice.
So they're going to have a timeout called by Clark State.
Cody Martin now with 11 of his own. Marquise Wilson is 4th assist, so him and Jackson. Jackson has 6 assists. Wilson has 4. So things are going very well for Cincinnati State right now.
Absolutely. Two of the teams we see today. The women won big over a Dayton club team. Cincinnati's winning big. And they both will travel on the road on Wednesday. They go to Edison. Are they home, Edison?
No, they're home. It's home against Edison, and then on the road at Lakeland, at Columbus State.
Wow.
So, and both those teams came in here and beat the Surge on their home floor. So Cincinnati State is kind of behind the 8 ball with 2 losses on their home court.
Well, and also those 2 teams have to play each other too as well, don't they? Lakeland and Columbus.
Well, Columbus State won at Lakeland, so they have wins at Lakeland and here. So Columbus State definitely has the edge when you're looking at the overall picture, but there's no doubt with the addition of Thomas Jackson, this kind of changes things a little bit in Cincinnati State's favor, and I can definitely see them going to Lakeland and knocking them off. Columbus State,
it's going to be tough.
That's a tough game. Columbus State's a very good team. We saw their guards. They are quick. They are good shooters. They can jump. Very, very good team up at Columbus State, so that's going to be a tough task.
72-30 our score, 14:58 to go in this ball game. Clark State will take them all out of bounds. What the heck happened here? Did our power go off?
Oh, yeah.
Did our power go off?
The camera's on.
Sorry about that. Wonder what happened there. Get the ball back now is going to be Giselle Garrett. I don't know what happened there. Marquise Wilson's going to fire it up. Shot is good.
Oh, my goodness. That's Marquise's first 3 of the game to go with his other 5 field goals, 13 points.
And bringing the ball now is going to be Marshall. He gets double teamed. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession is going to stay here with Clark State. Clark taking the ball out of bounds. Get it to Marshall. Marshall's going to give it up to Beetleshires. Crosses it over. And shot is on the way. It is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Cincinnati. Ball is going to go to Cincinnati.
Cincinnati State shot 55.6% in the first half, and they've done nothing to hurt that number here in the second half.
Swing it over to Marquise Wilson. Wilson, Jackson. Get it
nice
inside
feed
to Mark's going to put it up and in.
Nice assist by Giselle Garrett. He has a couple assists now, and you know, fortunately, Young it cannot play defense on the inside, so not going to get a whole lot of defense going in.
Oh man! Coming down the other way is going to be Marquise Wilson. Wilson's going to give it up now to Baker. Baker's going to power his way up and in.
Nice.
Coming down the other way now is going to be Clark. Swing it over to Rockhold. Rockhold has it. Rockhold's going to drive in, lose control of the basketball. Cincinnati has. It's going to give it up down to Marquise Wilson. Wilson's going to flip it back to Baker. Baker's going to lay it up and in. And this is ugly, Tom. 81-30, and we still got.
It's very ugly.
We got what? 13 minutes, just 12:50 to go.
And Kareem Baker now 6 of 9 from the field, and he's been the recipient of a lot of nice assists by the guards.
And bringing it around now. What the hell is going on?
Well, it's power, not internet, right? Everything's in good.
I don't know what's going on. We don't even have anything going on. Here we do. We're just going to have to.
Is the internet line good? It's not the internet line. It's the power, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Something happened to the.
Say if they kicked the line down there.
But it's this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. 81-30. Our score here since they stayed up big. And they're going to get alley-oop to Hutchins. Hutchins didn't get it. Goes up, over, shot no good. Tips it up and in. Really, they got no answers.
Not at all, and that gives Hutchins 9, so he's on the verge of getting in double figures also.
Coming back around now is going to be Marshall. Marshall looking inside. He's got nothing there. Rockhold swings it around to Young. Young. Looks like they got too many people standing in the same spot. And Marshall has it 8 on the shot clock. It's going to have to pull up and fire up a shot. They get it down low to Young. Pulls up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Devontae Brown. Quickly coming down is Thomas Jackson. Going to take it all the way, lays it up and in. Unbelievable, Tommy.
Thomas Jackson, 7 of 8 from the field, and I believe he's got 17 points. Welcome back.
Absolutely.
Welcome back, number 11.
And Cincinnati's still going to be in that 2-3 zone. Clark State now has it on the wing. Marshall has it. And they're going to have to hurry up short. They got 4 seconds to go. And Marshall's going to have to hurry up. He does. Fires up the 3-point shot. Good. He puts it in. Wow.
So that bucket by Young, I believe, was it? Or was it Marshall?
No, it was Marshall that put it in. So Cincinnati up still 85-33. Swing it around now, get it in the corner. I thought Hutchins was going to fire it up, but he didn't. Jackson has it on the left side. Swings it over now to Garrett. He's going to fire up a deep three-point shot. It is no good. And Anton Hutchins almost a one-handed slam. He's going to miss it. Unbelievable. Thought he was going to slam that one home, Tommy.
And that's a great miss in a game when you're up by 50. But if it's a close game, you want to come down with that rebound and put it back up.
And driving all the way in, it's going to go off the hands. It'll stay here with Clark. Taking the ball out of bounds will be Clark.
And for Cincinnati State, the one name, Dwayne Bazemore,
has not been in at all.
Has not been in the game yet today. He has been a starter for at least, a week and a half.
And Cincinnati again is going to have another turnover.
Nobody wants to shoot.
Nope, Young has it. Like, what are we going to have here? We're going to have a travel.
Clark kind of overpassing the last couple trips. Instead of just taking a couple shots they could have taken, they're passing the ball off too many times. And
hey, go ahead and hit the button there. Shut that off for a second.
No, nice ball.
All right, everyone. I'm Dan Albers. We're back. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. Lost a little bit of the internet on the internet side. Back on cable too as well. And it's going to be again another basket there by Anton Hutchins. That's 87-33. Yes, I said 87-33, and there's 8 minutes to go in this game. That wasn't a
no
quote or whatever.
And Anton Hutchins is now the 5th player for Cincinnati State in double figures. He now has 11.
They get it now down in the corner. They're going to fire up a shot.
He made it.
Beetleshires
he missed his first 7 3-pointers. And he finally drains one to give him 7 points on the game.
Cincinnati now 2-3 zone. Is that a 2? Yep, 2-3 zone. They swing it over, get it down in the corner, and Garrett's going to fire the 3-point shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Baker.
Oh goodness!
Baker's going to put it up and in.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
You got Young who can't play D on you, so.
89-36, 7:55 to go in this ball game. I think Cincinnati's pretty much called off the dogs. What do you think?
Yeah, Kareem Baker now with 15, and yeah, I agree. There's only so much you can do. You're not going to learn a whole lot more about your team at this point.
Get the ball to Monday. Monday lose control of the basket. Going to give it up. Marshall gets it in. And there he is again. He makes another one as Beetleshires makes another one. 89-38, quickly coming down is Thomas Jackson, and they're going to call a block on Beetleshires, I believe.
But I tell you what, nobody even had their, everybody had their backs to the play, and Thomas Jackson's already on top of you by the time you turn around.
So Jackson will be on the line, shooting 2.
So not a bad debut for Thomas Jackson. He's 6 of 6 from inside the arc, 1 of 2 from three-point land. And did he make that? He missed it. So he's 2 for 4 from the line.
Cincinnati ready for the next free throw. There's Jackson. He's put it in, and 90-38, 7:21 to go in this ball game.
18 points for Thomas Jackson.
Cincinnati still in that. What are they in now? 1-2-2. Yeah, it looks like they're in a 1-2-2.
Like. He's trying it all out today.
Yes, he is. Trying to see what kind of defense they can do. Preparing for probably Lakeland and Columbus State. Got 12 on the shot clock.
Yeah, the speed of the game also gets doubled when you play those guys. The speed of the game is much faster than what it is right
Absolutely.
now.
And there's going to be a kick ball. They only have 2 on a shot clock, Tom. They have to hurry up and try to fire something up. So they're going to put Kareem Baker. Kareem Baker is going to take the guy out of bounds.
Got to
get
fire
the ball,
it.
and he's going to have to throw a bad pass. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll go to Cincinnati.
We're not going to run that play again.
You know how I want to say how silly of a question I'm going to tell you this, but we were trying to figure out the conference when we were Googling it or whatever. We're here in the gym, and there's OCCAC
the
right
banners?
there. Yeah.
Yeah, see, you don't have to tell people that on the air, though.
Just wanted to let you know
You
that,
do.
Tom. Baker's going to power his way up and in. We couldn't find it, and here we are in the gym, and they're all over the place here. What conference we in? What is it called? Oh, not good.
Some things are better left unsaid, Dan.
No kidding. So Young's going to get double teamed, and he's got nowhere to go. He's going to have to hurry up and give it up. Throws a bad pass, and here goes
man.
Thomas Jackson.
Yeah, you're not catching him.
And he got down there in a couple seconds, and he's going to lay it up and in. So under 6 minutes ago, Cincinnati's up 94-38.
A little more playing time under his belt, and he throws that off the board for Anton Hutchins right there.
No doubt. No doubt. It's against Cincinnati now 1-2-2. Swing it around to number 11, and that's Perk. He's losing control. Marquise Wilson has it.
He's got a defender.
Wilson's going to take it all the way up, lay it up and in.
Boy, I'll tell you what, the guards have reached a different level today. It's unbelievable. They are just unbelievable from the field.
Swing around out of Perk. To Marshall. Marshall. To Perk, and they got the ball really far out, Tom. They're so far away from the basket right now. Perk. Get it down. Oh, throw a bad pass again. It's been deflected, so Marshall can run it down. They're going to have to hurry up. 7 on the shot clock. Marshall's going to drive in. He gets double teamed. Good job by Jackson. Get it inside. Young's going to fire up a shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Clark, who outlets it to Jackson. Jackson, nice pass into Baker. Baker's going to lay it up and in. Tell you what, Thomas Jackson is unbelievable. And I see Andre Tate just looking over at his coaches smiling.
I have him for 7 assists now, and you look at Baker. Baker's hit his last 7 shots, and I don't think any of them have been outside 3 feet because of nice passes by the guards.
Wow. 98-38, 4:31 to go in this ballgame, Cincinnati, and it's been on cruise control pretty much for all this game, Tom. Try to get the ball in. Another turnover again.
Uh-oh.
Get it to Hutchins. Hutchins going to take it, and he's going to give it back, but he had
he's getting a look from Coach right there.
And pulling up now is going to be Marshall. Beetleshires fires up a shot. Good. He's probably about the only one that can shoot and make any baskets.
He's all that's doing it in the second half, that's for sure. He's got 11 now.
They just want to get all the subs into the game. It looks like Martin, Garrett, and Robinson checking in.
Well, you're looking at Thomas Jackson right now leading away with 20 points, Dan. And then you've got Kareem Baker with 19. We haven't seen Kareem Baker get 19. I don't know if we ever have. So he is definitely loving life right now, getting the passes he's getting. And then you have Wilson with 15, Hutchins with 11.
And Clark got in the game right away and fires it up. And getting the rebound is going to be Robinson. Robinson's going to spin, go to the basket, throws up a shot. Good.
Nice.
I think it's like blood in the water of sharks. I think they feel it, and everybody's getting on the board.
Shooting
so
percentage is ridiculous today.
Cincinnati up 100-40, Tom. Yeah, I bet it is outrageous. Get it down in the corner to Beetleshires to Young, turns around, throws up a shot. It is no good. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay here with Clark. So we're going to have a sub coming in. It's going to be Devontae Brown, and Baker's going to come out of the ball game. Nope, it's going to be Clark. Get the ball inside to Marshall. Marshall gets it into Young. He turns around, throws up a shot. It is no good. I think Brown tipped that one in.
I think he did too. He went over the back, I think, of Perk, and I think Perk ended up getting credit for that.
And they got Giselle Garrett now. Gets it down in the corner to Martin. Martin gets it to Robinson.
I thought he made that.
And Baker's going to put it up and in. I think Robinson might have got hurt, but We're at 2:53 to go now. 102-42 is our score.
And Kareem Baker takes over the game lead with 21.
Get it down in the corner to Beadleshire. Back up to Marshall. Marshall has it on the left side. Cincinnati up 102-42. Dan Alberts, Tom Benassi, and Dashik here on Anderson Community Television, USBN Sports. Marshall's only got 11 on the shot clock. Gets it into Young. He gets double, triple teamed, and they're going to call a foul.
And I don't think when Kareem Baker goes to bed tonight, I think he's going to know he may never see this many layups again in his life.
Never, yeah.
So they don't usually come that easy for him. He's usually got a guy banging around with him the whole time.
Get it down in the corner, bring it up, almost threw it away. Marshall has it. 2:20 to go, Cincinnati up 102-42. And get the ball to Marshall. He's going to fire up a three-point shot, in and out, no good. Martin with the rebound. Martin gives it up to Garrett, to Robertson. Robertson back to Giselle Garrett. We're getting ready to go under 2 minutes. He gets it into Baker.
Oh,
Baker
goodness.
spins, powers up, and too easy for him. Young has 4 fouls, and I'm sure he probably doesn't want to foul out of the game.
At this point, though, I guess it really doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, really. When you're up 104-42.
I mean, what's the worst that you can have to do at the end? My team's on the floor.
Yeah.
You know?
Swinging around now. Looks like Marshall almost faked a three. Beadleshire back to Marshall. And 133-10 on the shot clock. Beadleshire is going to fire up a three-point shot.
Now he's getting hot.
Wow.
Where was that in the first half?
Beadleshire hits another one. 104-45. 124 to go. Kareem Baker is getting double-teamed, triple-teamed.
Beadleshire has made his last 4 shots. Unfortunately, too little too late. He missed his first 7 threes.
And Giselle Garrett, shot was no good. Brown with the missed it, and Baker going to go up, and Young's going to foul out of the ball game. So Baker is going to fall out of the game.
So Young leaves the game with 8 points, all in the first half. Did not score in the second half for Clark State. Kareem Baker goes to the line with a game-leading 23 points.
And it looks like Clark's going to check in, and he'll probably come in for Baker.
Yeah, and he's easily got double-digit rebounds also. So he's had a real nice game, and he's got some nice guard play to thank for that.
Kareem Baker, free throw off the front of the rim, no good.
1 for 4 today.
Baker ready for a second free throw. Free throw good. Puts it in. So Baker's going to come out having a great game.
24 points for Kareem Baker.
And we're at 105 to go. Cincinnati up 105-45. And going to try to get the ball back to Perk, I guaranteed. Beadleshire gets it. It's going to be stolen by Giselle Garrett. Garrett coming down the other way. Going to bring in between the circles. And Garrett crossing it over. It's going to pull up, fire up a three-point shot. I don't know why. No shot, no good.
Look at that.
Rebounded by Devontae Brown. Brown's going to give it to Cody Martin, and Cody Martin brings it all the way in. Shot is no good. Ball's going to bounce around, and Brown's going to have it. 31. Garrett's going to fire up a three-point shot. No good. And Devontae Brown with the rebound puts it up and in.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, there's 100 shots there, and we're finally at 25 seconds to go. Cincinnati up 107-45. That is a correct score, ladies and gentlemen.
Trust me.
Yeah, trust me, that is the score.
And the women's game was no closer.
98 yeah, so we've had two barn burners of games this year, or this game here. Another bad pass. They're going to have to hurry up. They got 5 seconds to go in this game. And he's going to have to shoot, and Rockhold's going to fire up a three-point shot. It is no good. So that'll take us to the end of the ball game, and we're going to be joined by Coach Tate here in a few minutes. Cincinnati wins 107-45. You know who we didn't see in the game?
Dwayne Bazemore. So he obviously did not do what he was supposed to do on the practice court this week. That's usually what lands you on the bench with Coach.
Absolutely. So we're going to get Coach Tate's thoughts here shortly. But Cincinnati wins big, and they'll be back here again on Wednesday night against Edison. And got to be very impressed with that win. Coach, big win, 107-45. I don't. What do you get out of something like that? I mean, I know it's good, but
well, coming out of this game, we wanted to come in and our transition game since about the first game of the season has been stagnant. We ain't been able to get our transition game. We wanted to establish our transition game since we had our point guard back, and we thought we did a pretty good job of that.
That makes a big difference. I saw you down there a couple of times. I couldn't help but not looking down here, and you see Thomas Jackson, you're smiling.
Yeah, because he's an extension of me. He's an extension of me. I don't have to call out every play.
Yeah.
He knows how to get people involved in the game, and it's good to have another coach on the floor.
And what about Kareem Baker? Kareem Baker doing a nice job today.
He's starting to get better, man. I think he's getting in a little better shape, and he's starting to understand the way we want him to play, and he's starting to do a better job.
You got games coming up on Wednesday night, I guess, against Edison.
Yeah, we got Edison coming up. Then we got a big game up in Lakeland.
That's going to make a huge difference when you've got the likes of Thomas Jackson now this time.
Well, you see it. You see kind of speed he got, and our transition was off the charts today. So what he brings to the table, man, you can't imagine what we missed doing them 20 games.
All right, Coach, well, I appreciate it. Big win. We'll talk to you on Wednesday night.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right, there's Coach joining us, getting his thoughts on that. And, Tom, you got to love it.
Well, Dan, I mean, there's not a whole lot more to say. Thomas Jackson was 7 for 7 from inside the arc, 1 of 2 from three-point land, 3 rebounds, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 7 assists, 4 steals. I don't know what else you can say, but that is an incredible addition to a team. To play that well in your first game back, I think it's impressive, and I think Cincinnati State's expectations for the rest of the year have just gone up.
Oh, there's absolutely no doubt about it. And taking on Edison, and they should win that game on Wednesday night, but we'll have to see, and they're preparing themselves for Lakeland.
Yeah, I look forward to it, and like Coach said, we wanted to establish the transition game. I think they did. They got a lot of assists out of their guards and a lot of easy layups by Cody Martin and Kareem Baker on the inside.
Absolutely. So our final here, Cincinnati wins big 107-45, and you've been watching Cincinnati State basketball on USPN Sports and Anderson Community Television. So for Dan Albers and Tom Benassi and DeSheik, everybody have a good night. Thank you, everybody.